I can remake it if you want.
Oh. For one, the barista handled that way better than I would have. She's like, you know what, ma'am, I can remake it. Ma'am, I can remake it. And she gonna throw it in her face. I would have jumped over that counter and lost my job that day. What up, LK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. All right, y'all. So, as promised, like I said yesterday, I was gonna get to this top 5 Karen video. So we got a compilation of a bunch of Karens here. I don't know any of these Karens, what they gonna be talking about, like why they so mad. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be silly. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be real ignorant, and there might even be some racism. Look, I don't know. I do not know. But we're about to get into this thing. Y'all boys, girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Public freakout videos.
I just put non-fat milk in there, ma'am.
No, I didn't taste the whole. It literally tastes like you put sugar. Like it tastes like sugar. I know what non-fat milk tastes like.
You see this girl face? Like, for one, the Karen's like, did you put sugar in my drink, in my coffee? And the girl's like, nah, I only put like low-fat milk or whatever the milk was. She's like, I only put milk. I didn't put any sugar. And the Karen is adamant that she put some sugar in her drink. And the woman, she got that smirk. You know that smirk when like somebody is so wrong and you give them like this little giggle, this little laugh, this little smirk. It's like, damn, now I have to argue this person down. They're wrong as heck. And I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
I can remake it.
I come here every single day. I come here every single day. And it's
Look at her face.
I can remake it if you want.
Oh. For one, the barista handled that way better than I would have. She's like, you know what, ma'am, I can remake it. Ma'am, I can remake it. And she gonna throw it in her face. I would have jumped over that counter and lost my job that day. You ain't go, ooh. See, that's why I work for myself now. I done had 30 jobs before this where I had to test my own patience because my last job, automotive industry, you can only imagine the type of customers I was dealing with. I had a situation where I had to almost go. I was like, bro, I don't care nothing about this job. I will come across this desk right now. Folks be trying, disrespect me. I don't give a damn about that job. I'm out of there, cuz. Whew. I'm better now, though. I'm more calm. I'm more peaceful. You know, I don't have so much fire and rage in me. I wish I knew what happened next. I wish I knew what happened next.
Hey, so you had a guy out there, and he was taking my credit card. He was not wearing gloves. He was not wearing gloves, and he took my credit card, and then he gave it back to me, and I said, you should be wearing gloves, and he goes, oh, I just washed my hands.
Yeah, we were just sending someone out there right now. We are supposed to be wearing gloves out there. I'm barely sending them outside right now, so I'm so sorry that happened.
So what's your policy?
So our policy is we are wearing gloves outside, especially with handling cash and card. I was just sending them out there right now because we didn't have anyone out there due to the rain. They were just setting up everything. I wasn't aware they were taking payment yet.
So you as a manager, I mean, all of these are minors. So you as a manager, it's your responsibility to make sure that they're safe, right?
Yes. The ones that I had out there actually are not minors. They are over the age of 18.
Okay, well, there's still children at 18, right, in a way?
So we are taking care of them. They are supposed to be wearing gloves.
Now she's making these irrelevant statements to get her point across. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. I was about to say, this got to be Chick-fil-A, and I see the little Chick-fil-A cup down here, and don't come after me for mentioning your name in this video. It's like the cup is right there, whatever. But yeah, this is definitely something that they're doing at Chick-fil-A, where they have the people come out and take your cars and stuff, and they do come out there with gloves on. But for that guy not to have a glove on, this lady's already apologized for the fact that that dude didn't have a glove on. Kill it, lady. Kill it. What else is there for you to say? What has happened. You addressed it to the manager. The manager said, okay, this is what we're doing to take the necessary precautions moving forward. Kill it. Don't keep stirring up the pot with this. Karen, you're being real Karen right now. You're being a real Karen right now. I be feeling like all these women names are Karen for real. They don't even be. Their names don't be Karen, but I see why they say that Karen is the new equivalent to the N-word, because it's like you call a woman a Karen and that's not her name, but you're not gonna not call her Karen. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not the equivalent. It doesn't have the power that the N-word has, but it can if you allow it to. Like I always say, when it comes to the N-word, I don't care who says it. I don't allow it to have the power over me that you yourself had with the intention of directing it towards me. I don't allow it. So it doesn't have any power over me. It's the same thing with the Karen. If you allow it to affect you, it will affect you. There's so much ignorance right now. This video gonna be long. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm gonna talk my talk, baby.
Handling payment. We weren't out there currently. We were just setting up everything, so I was not aware that they were taking payment.
I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A today. Right after I finish this video, I'm gonna support them. I'm gonna go eat some Chick-fil-A. I'm hungry anyways.
What are you gonna do, Karen?
That's not my name, so get my name straight. Go ahead.
Get my name
Okay,
straight.
Karen. Go ahead, get my tag.
Go.
Get my tag, Karen.
My name is not Karen, so get my name straight.
Get my tag, it's okay.
A45. Sir.
All because my car is loud. 3 cop cars.
Me.
All because his car is what? Is lowered? Is that what he said?
Sir.
All because my car is loud.
Because it's loaned? What are you driving in,
3
bro?
cop cars.
It's a cent.
I don't know, but it sounds like a Karen situation to me.
The government said no food storage.
Yeah, no food
And-
storage. I mean, the
The government says I can have food storage, does it not? Oh, I want to see this list. This is great.
plastic.
Okay,
You can.
plastics.
All plastic.
Okay, but I'll bet it says you can have food storage, can you not? Essentials, kitchen gadgets. That would be a kitchen gadget. Cleaning supplies, paper products, any of the food storage. Holy crap, it
That's
says
not
food
for
storage.
food.
Who gets to say what's food storage? I'm storing food in that. How do you know I'm not storing food in that? I'm telling you I'm storing food in that. In your little
I wish you would show what it is. What is it that's supposed to be food storage? I know obviously it's obvious what food storage containers are, but what does she have? Dang, she need to show it.
government list. Oh, well, let's get a picture of this. Government list says food storage. Oh, I already got it. I already got it.
I was not expecting to see what I just saw. So she has those little totes that you might put in the bathroom that you would put like your shampoos and all your soaps and stuff in. And she's proclaiming she's going to use that for food storage. I mean, what are you going to do? Hang half of it out of the window and throw some fruit and vegetables in it or something? Like, no, then the birds and stuff are going to come eat it. Like, woman, just go. Just leave. You could come back and buy that when they lift the ban on only dang on selling necessity. Look, see, we didn't have this in Georgia. At least not where I live. We can go in any store and buy anything we wanted at any given time. They didn't stop us from buying whatever the heck we wanted. And I'm glad because like I'm a businessman and there's stuff that I needed that might not been considered essential. But I was in business heavy and I had to buy that stuff. I had to get what I needed. You know what I'm saying? The ignorance.
Melissa, I already got it. So you're telling me you're refusing to sell me food storage items?
Yes.
Those are not food storage
Bath
items.
storage items. I'll bet you it says bath storage on here. Oh, I'm going to the news with this. They're going to see all of this.
And you're going to look real stupid. They're going to be like, ma'am, we're not reporting on this. You know what a food storage container is. It's on the aisle where it says food storage container. It's a container. Put a lid on it. These totes. I'm not gonna say it no more.
They need food storage.
Yes.
Okay, and what was your name, sir? You don't want to tell me. That's okay. I got your face. All right.
You don't got his face because he was covered up most of it, nose and mouth.
Speaking in Chinese. Shut up. Speaking in Chinese is what I mean. Shut up. You're rude. Speak English in Canada. Rude. Who do I complain about? Shut up. You're rude. You are rude. Go somewhere else. Who do I complain about to her?
She is rude. She is so rude.
Give me the number. What's your store number?
She is so rude. She is so rude. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I would kind of get on people for speaking a different language around me. I would say, you're in America, you need to speak English. And it's unfair, especially when you're saying that to someone who doesn't speak English very well. And that was something that was ignorance placed upon me based upon my parents who, thought the same way, felt the same way. The people around me, my environment, that's just how that was. That's how they were. But now that I'm older, I see just how ignorant it is to address somebody like that. And part of the reason you would even make a statement like that is because how uncomfortable it makes you to hear someone saying something or speaking a language that you yourself don't understand. It makes you feel as though they could be talking about you. And if they are, so be it. Let them. Who cares? They ain't paying my bills. They don't have to leave this store and go to my house with me. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows a little bit of insecurity for someone that makes a blatant statement like, speak English, it's America, or Canada, or wherever the heck she is, Karen.
You want a manager to talk to me, you bring your manager here. If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go speak Chinese with your other staff. Talk to me somewhere else. Get him somewhere else. What the hell is going on?
And that's racism for her to even just state that they're speaking Chinese when I'm pretty sure she probably doesn't know what of 10, 12 different Asian languages that they actually could be speaking. So it's racist for her to say you stop speaking Chinese when they could be speaking Korean.
Then get him in the back. That is rude. Shut up and get out of here, you idiot. That's f***ing rude.
She is so rude.
You know about what? You know about what? Things having treated by looking after you speak in a different language. Talking to me in front of your staff? That's pathetic. Get him out of here. It's rude.
And one of the things that disappoint me the most about seeing this, to me, it doesn't seem like she's aware of the ignorance that she has. And I feel bad for even saying this woman is ignorant. I don't know why I felt bad, but I felt bad. But she's also putting that off to her child. So it's a strong possibility that her child sees that as acceptable behavior, and he will also grow up to conduct himself in the same manner.
Shut up!
You were speeding. I got your license. I'm recording you. And I saw you cut 3 people off.
I'm running after you because I did. Excuse me. Look at the pump. Excuse me. I'm looking at the pump.
It's
I
10:01.
because I didn't know.
Telling me you're going to take my license plate up here every f***ing day. Look at the pump.
I'm looking at the pump and that's what it's telling me.
It says 10:01. Come and look.
I just looked at it.
And?
It says we're missing
Well, that's not-
$2.
But I just punched
But now look at what
10:01.
I have to do.
It's not my problem.
Okay.
It's not
But
my
I have to
problem.
I see somebody moving away from that.
I can't
do
just
suit
pay
and
her.
Okay.
I just
I
can't
didn't
pay
know.
her.
I didn't know it was you. I'm
You
very
chased
sorry.
me?
I didn't
Give me your
know.
f***ing name right now.
My-
All right, ma'am, she was just doing her job. I'm
No,
sorry,
you
but
don't
she was
chase somebody
she was
when
just
I'm
doing her
just in
job.
here
But she
paying.
was just doing her job.
Give me a second here.
She was just doing her job.
I didn't know you would pay her. I
Well,
thought it
you
was
should
somebody
have
who
asked.
away.
You should have asked.
People expect you to people expect for you to know exactly what you're doing at all times. How would she ask a question that she wouldn't expect to happen? Like, I'm kind of confused as to what's going on here. I'm getting the assumption that this woman, this Karen, potentially paid gas for not only her vehicle but someone else's vehicle. And now she's expecting this girl to have asked, oh, because the girl is saying, hey, I didn't know you were paying for her gas as well. And now the woman's saying, oh, you should have asked. How would anybody ask that? She didn't know. How was she going to ask a question she didn't know?
She was just doing her job.
I didn't know you would pay her. I
Well,
thought
you should have asked. You should have asked.
Sorry.
You know I'm
Very
here
sorry.
all the time.
They told me that somebody was
You're
pulling
chasing me.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
She was just doing her job.
Mind your business.
No, I'm sorry, man, but I was just trying to tell you something.
Mind your business.
I was just trying to help her.
Mind your business.
Ma'am, I was just trying to help
Mind
her.
your business.
Ma'am, I was just trying to help
You
her.
don't conduct business that way. You don't.
See, and what the thing that kills me is she is not listening to potential reason. She's not listening whatsoever. There hasn't been a single thing that this young lady has said that has gone through her head and processed. She is so caught up in the emotion, the idea of what she thought happened, that that's the only thing that she is running with. When you're dealing with people like that, you really just got to shut up and let them go about their business. Let them go on their way. Once they've calmed down, if they come back, let management deal with them. Now I understand this stuff. Like when I used to work and I was a little young knucklehead and the manager be like, hey, if anything go wrong, you got an irate customer, let us deal with it. Now I get it. Now I get it, because they're not going to listen to you in that moment. They want to hear from somebody above your head, even if it's the exact same information that came out of your mouth. They want to hear from somebody else in order for them to actually accept it, because they're upset with you. They're not necessarily upset with that other person that's above you. I get it. I get it now.
I was just standing in line.
Give me a second to explain, ma'am.
You heard the girl? She said, give me a second to explain. She ain't gonna listen. She ain't gonna give you a second.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Huh? I'm crazy. No. I'm crazy. This mother.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you're arguing the fact that you're not crazy, and you just reach your hand in a basket full of candy, grabbed a handful of it out, smashed it down on the little credit card reader, and you're getting ready to hock it at this man, and you're not crazy. Okay, crazy Karen.
It said approved. That's what it said. It said approved. Tell me I'm a lie. Okay, man. Thank you, cigarette. No, you better take me for granted. Since I can't.
Why did they edit out when she threw the candy at the man, though? Y'all saw that, right?
It said approved, and I'm you up.
I'd like an explanation why I couldn't buy biscuits and gravy with my mobile order. That I'd have to go back around when I've added stuff to an order before at this McDonald's, because I work right down the road. And I can understand if y'all were loaded with freaking people, but I mean,
Your order was finalized. Like,
yeah, no, I wanted to purchase them
yeah, you could
with
have
the
purchased,
order.
But the order was already paid.
But we
I
wanted
know,
to
but
make
I
a
wanted to
separate
add
order.
it as a separate order, and I would pay cash.
You could have ordered.
And he told me I had to drive all the way back around to do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. You got oh my God. This happens a lot, especially with this whole online mobile order and then going able to pick it up at the location. This happens way more than you realize. And people don't really fully understand the concept of ordering something online, paying for it, and just going and picking it up and leaving. If you want to place another order, you can't do it right there at the drive-thru. At the window where you're supposed to be paying or simply picking up your order, you have to go around back to the intercom and place an order there. Yeah, that's where you're supposed to do it. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. They made this thing convenient for you, and you want to take advantage of it and manipulate it and expect for that to be okay and accepted. When no, they're not going to let you slide, but yet you want to get upset about it. I'm sorry, man, but you're ignorant. You're very ignorant, Miss Karen. I'm gonna stop calling these women Karen. Psych. Ah! Anyway.
Because he said you said that. Yeah, well, that's what he said. My manager said you would have to. I mean, I come to this Donald's all the time. I work right down the street. Never had that problem ever.
I've had this situation happen to me before. I'm like, man, you know why you've never had this problem before? Because you've never done an order like this before. You have never done this before. Because if you had, you would have had this problem before too.
So I'm not trying to scream at you. I'm sorry. It's just aggravating. It's very aggravating to me.
You're aggravating yourself. You are aggravating yourself. That's the problem with folks, man. They don't understand. Like, my roommate is this kind of person. My roommate is this kind of person. I can't wait. You know, when our lease is up and get my own spot, he doesn't know it yet, and I'm gonna keep it that way. See, I've been out telling him. Well, I told him. Actually, I've told him like 20 times. He doesn't believe me. That's the problem. He doesn't believe me. But he's one of these type of people. 100%. And I'm like, bro, you don't get it. You're making yourself mad. These people aren't making you mad. They're doing their job as it should be done. You're making yourself mad by being so damn ignorant.
Hey, no. This whole situation is rude because we're the customer.
He shouldn't have said that to us.
That don't make you right. That whole daggone, if you work anywhere and they tell you, hey, rule number 1, customer's always right, you might want to leave that place. Because it's not true. Because clearly these customers are wrong as heck.
Okay. Okay. Can I get
Yes, you can.
them?
You just like scream at me and made me like really upset. I mean, I'm doing my job.
I understand that.
You're cleaning.
I understand that.
Well, then I would say that the problem is inside your store there.
Okay, well then he needs to be told that, you know, you can do. I mean, we didn't want to like add it on to, you know what I mean? I was like, can I order them and
We
pay
asked
for
him
them?
twice.
And he said no. And I asked him twice.
Yeah, you can purchase something else.
And he said no. I'd have to go drive all the way back
Yeah.
around and order again.
And we reiterated our question, and he said it for a second time.
He said no, my manager said you can't do that.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
And I bet you the manager still came back to that dang on window, told you, no, you cannot place the order here where you're supposed to be picking up and paying if you haven't already paid. The intercom is where you place the order. Have you ever driven up to a fast food restaurant and drove past the intercom to place your order? No. It's always at the intercom. Unless they state otherwise, hey, intercom not working, please proceed to the first window. If it doesn't say that there, then you better take your butt to the intercom and place your order. Or take your butt inside and place the order. Fat lazy bum. I'm going to Chick-fil-A later. And I got to go through the drive-thru because they don't let us inside. But I always, before this whole mess, I always walk inside. Because I want my order done right the first time. I don't drive through drive-thrus usually. But right now, I don't got no choice. Ignorance.
How much do you value your customers?
Good, you know.
So,
She said, question, how much do you value your customers? And he said, good enough. Okay, for one, she threw him off with that question. And for two, his response was not what it should have been. He should have been like, you know, I wouldn't be in business without them. So they're very valuable. I hold them up to a high value. She threw him off though.
your customers.
Good, you know.
So, if I found something offensive, that you have posts outside, would you take it down in order to keep my business?
It depends what it is. What is it?
All right, so she said if she finds something offensive, a post outside, I guess maybe there's something on the window of his store, would you take it down in order to keep my business. I feel like we're about to hear what this thing is, and it's going to be so silly. Watch.
Do you have a sign that says you stand with Israel?
Yep.
At a University of Michigan, it's kind of not accepted. If that's what you want to believe at home, it's fine, but you're a businessman. And there's a lot of students here of multiple ethnicities and races.
Right.
And I just feel like that's really inappropriate.
You kind of shot yourself in the foot, woman. The more you talked, the more ignorant you got. If this man says he stands with Israel, where he's from, then that's perfectly okay to represent where he is from. Would you want this man to attack you from you representing where you from? She probably got an American flag outside of her house. I don't know if she does, but she might. Would you want this man to come knock on your door and be like, hey, ma'am, that's offensive to me. I just moved in the house down the street from you right here, and I see your American flag all the time, and that's very offensive to me. It's the same thing. For her to follow with, there's this college nearby. It's a lot of kids there. It's very popular town for a bunch of kids and college students, and we have all different ethnicities. That right there. All different ethnicities. Some kids, I'm sure, who may relate to this man because they may be from wherever he's from. So they might feel more welcome or more at home walking into a store or establishment or business where this man that is of their nationality is conducting himself or conducting his business. They can connect with him. Put your Karen face ass.
I don't want to shop at a place where I feel that I'm offended.
You shouldn't be offended, though. What does that have to do with you? Miss Karen, I'm disappointed.
I'm Jewish.
And that's fine.
Okay, and what I want, I can do.
Absolutely.
And then we're not in a country like Daesh thinking person, right? Everybody can do whatever they want. We have a freedom of speech. Listen.
No, you're right. You do have the freedom of speech. I understand that. But what your freedom of speech is saying that you support hate.
Clearly, your ass, woman, you don't know nothing about that stuff. You don't know nothing about Israel or nothing. Folks just hear something in the news and then they think they know everything. They think they know everything. You saw such negative imagery painted about where this man is from that you just automatically assume that anything attached to that was negative and was bad and was harmful. No, that's not the way it works. That's the way your ignorance works, but that's not the way it works. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Let's see what the heck this mess gonna be. I think this is the last one, y'all.
Hate.
Gentlemen, we came down on the crowd. It's clear, man. It's all good. We'll fix it later. Go, guys. I'm not gonna tell you anymore. Here we go.
What is wrong with her? And the other woman that was next to her, she resembled her. I don't know if that was her sister, daughter, or what, but she was carrying number 2 in this situation. Why do you have a problem with this? If it was your husband putting your daughter up on his shoulders, would you have a problem with that? It's the same thing. Or is it I know what it is. You're mad. You're mad that your husband can't put your up there on his shoulders because you might break his back. I was just playing. I just wanted to say that. I'm just playing, y'all. I just wanted to say that. But this makes no sense. Why is she upset about this? Does she not like the fact that it's 2 men? Is she a homophobe? Is that what it is? Like, I don't know what's going on in her mind to make her want to be upset at something like this. We just gonna watch the rest of it. Oh, there ain't no more. She was just a Karen. That's all, you know. Man, this felt like more than 5 Karens. I felt like I watched 30 Karens in this video. There was just a lot of ignorance. There was a lot of ignorance. I want y'all to comment down below which one of these was the most insane one to you. Which one of these was the most ridiculous Karen in all the video? Oh, I don't know. I can't. I can't. Ignorance. The ignorance. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad that we're able to see this stuff and to learn from it. Maybe people are learning from it in the way that I narrate these situations, but to see it, you know, publicly for enough people to take it in and to realize just how ignorant ignorance is, it's quite amazing when you think about it, because I know back in the day when I've experienced so many Karens. Oh, way more Karens than you can possibly imagine in all the damn 30 jobs that I've worked at. But to see them in this light where, you know, it could be prompt and televised for the world to see, is getting people to realize just how unnecessary some of the stuff and their actions are. But anyway, I'm done talking. You know what time it is. If you like this reaction, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the video is going to be down in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy right here on the gram and Twitter and Artofkickz. To the next one.